God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. Selah. There is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God shall help her, just at the break of dawn. The nations raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come behold the works of the Lord, who has made desolations in the earth. He makes war cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two. He burns the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Today I want to take a few moments to chat through Psalm 46, because honestly, it speaks right into the kind of instability we all feel. The psalm keeps reminding us of one core truth our hearts need on repeat. God is our unshakable refuge, even when everything around us feels like it is falling apart. Psalm 46 doesn't sugarcoat anything. It talks about mountains crumbling, oceans roaring, nations raging. Not to dramatize fear, but to make a point. God's presence is more stable than the most stable things in creation. The psalm starts with this bold statement: God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. That's not poetic fluff, it's a reality. God isn't distant, He's not slow, He's not eventually helpful. He's right here, right now, ready to help. And because of that, the psalmist says, therefore we will not fear. Not because the situation isn't scary, but because God is bigger than what scares us. Even if the earth gives way, even if mountains fall into the sea, even if the waters roar and foam, these are images of the worst case scenarios, the collapse of everything we thought was solid. And the psalm says, even then, God is still our security. Chaos doesn't shake him, noise doesn't overwhelm him, disaster doesn't drive him away. God stays steady, and He holds us steady too. Then the imagery shifts. Suddenly we are not looking at roaring oceans anymore. We are looking at a quiet river. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. It's a picture of God's peaceful, life-giving presence, calm in the middle of chaos. And the reason the city is safe isn't because the world is calm. It's because God is in the midst of her. Where God is, stability is. God will help her when morning dawns. Morning in scripture is often a symbol of hope, God showing up right on time. Then the psalm zooms out. Nations rage, kingdoms totter, the world stage is unstable, but God isn't threatened. He speaks and everything bows. And then comes the anchor line. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our fortress. The God who commands heaven's armies, the God who stays faithful to imperfect people, He is with us, powerful enough to protect, personal enough to care. The psalm then invites us, come and see the works of the Lord, not to scare us, but to remind us, God has acted before and He will act again. He makes war cease, He breaks the bow, He shatters the spear, He burns the chariots. And God doesn't just stop battles, He removes the ability to restart them. His heart is peace, restoration, wholeness. Then comes the command we all need. Be still and know that I am God. Stop striving, stop panicking, stop trying to control everything. Let God be God. He reminds us of the ending of the story. I will be exalted among the nations in the earth. The future is secure because God is sovereign. And then the psalm closes with the same refrain, almost like a final reminder whispered over our hearts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Strong enough to protect, faithful enough to stay close. A fortress that cannot be moved. Psalm 46 is one big, beautiful declaration. God is our unshakable refuge in an unstable world. Even when life shakes, God doesn't. Even when nations rage, God reigns. Even when circumstances overwhelm, God holds his people steady. His invitation is simple and free. Be still, trust, rest. He is God, powerful, faithful, and always near.